and season's greetings. My name is Shelby Knapman, and I'm a senior English teacher at Delisle Composite School in Delisle, Saskatchewan. This year, my grade 10 English class wanted to create something special, something that could bring a bit of warmth to those of you who may be experiencing a very difficult holiday season this year. Whether you're in a long-term care home or wherever you may be this Christmas, just know that we care about you, and we hope that you manage to find a little bit of sparkle this year. Stay safe and enjoy what my students have created. Happy holidays and all the best for 2021.
A Christmas Tale by Sierra. The boy, Johnny is his name, he pads to the window in the living room, careful not to wake his sleeping father, reclining in the leather armchair. It's late, and the only sound in the house are Johnny's quiet footsteps and the bong of the grandfather clock in the hall striking 11. Johnny raises his stuffed moose to the window and whispers in its ear, "Snow today." He rubs a circle in the frost and peers out, hopeful. A bleak sight meets his eyes, the moon illuminating only bare grass and brown trees. Johnny sighs. "Tomorrow," he whispers. Then he tiptoes back to his room. He knows he shouldn't have been there the whole time, but Johnny is 4. 3 winters have come and gone, but he remembers none of them, only the blazing summers and the bleak cold that reigns now. The youngest of 4 brothers, Johnny has heard them talk of snow excitedly. They can't wait, and naturally neither can he. So Johnny crawls out of his room 3 long hours after his bedtime and checks the ground, hoping for one thing. It doesn't come, only the whoosh of cold air that slides across the floor in winters and the sharp scent of pine needles emanating from the withering tree. In the morning he inspects the sapling, or rather the presents underneath. 4, he counts, 4 presents. He doesn't know if there's one for him. He can't read yet. But he counts anyway, 4 presents. Sometimes he checks the ornaments. There are 5 of those, 2 made by each of his brothers, except Jamie, who had shattered his second on the way home from school. And then Johnny stands again at the window, places 2 little hands on the glass and stares out, willing the cloud to open up and dump their load in his yard. They don't, and he finally allows himself to be dragged, defeated, to his bed. At 11:15, his eyes snap open. He pushes his blanket aside and shuffles down the hall, moose in tow. An unexpected sight greets him as he steps into the view of the living room. His father kneels by stockings that are evidently less empty, and his mother nearly runs him over, leaving the room. "Johnny," she yelps, "what are you doing?" He looks up to answer, but as he opens his mouth, she shakes her head. "Never mind, you go to bed now," she adds quickly, and she shepherds him out, as he catches a glimpse of the frost-covered snow, and either Johnny is seeing things, or the sky is dropping fat, lazy, white flakes that twirl to the ground and blanket in powder. But then again, he could be dreaming. Johnny doesn't fall asleep for another hour, and he doesn't wake up until Jamie leaps onto his bed, framing a landscape covered by snowdrifts and edged in frost, and he throws back his head and he laughs into the silvery air. The end.
'Twas the Night Before Christmas, version by Hannah. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the place not a student was stirring, not even a trace. The erasers were stacked by the blackboard with care, in hopes that the principal soon would be there. The students were nestled all snug in their desks, while visions of brownies danced in their heads. And the teacher in his sweater vest and students in masks had just settled down for a long winter's snack. When out on the road there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my desk to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the blinds and wiped at the glass. The sun on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature bus and a driver, yelling Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. The end.
In 2019, there were an abundance of things that everyone took for granted. Things that were just thought of as normal, that were everyday rights we weren't likely to lose. Things like being able to gather in large crowds or freely visit whoever you please. Things like eating at restaurants or going to a sports game. But now we can't even see our families without distancing ourselves. And because of that, it's major to realize the importance of spending time with those in need.
And it's not just 2020 that is hopeful. Because even though it's been hard, it's important to remember that this too shall pass. Quickly said by Abraham Lincoln. Because COVID-19, like all viruses, will die out. Soon, the pause that has thrown our lives into upheaval will pass. The vaccine is on its way, as is hope.
Now let's fast forward to 2020. It's been hard. For some, it's even been devastating. Businesses have been shut down, world relations have become strained, polarization and fake news have been even worse. But something we've never come to realize until now is that it's important to be kind and to be grateful for what you have. No matter what, there is always someone less fortunate. It has also opened our eyes to see the importance of staying in good health and how lucky we are in Canada to have such a great healthcare system.
I don't have much to add, seeing as my classmates already said basically everything. I'm just here to wish you a Merry Christmas, and if you don't celebrate that, Happy Holidays. Stay safe out there.